Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. Structure decks Chimera Tech Cyber and Harpie Lady Sisters were released March 8th, 2025, and include new support for both the Cyber Dragon and Harpie Lady archetypes. Cyber Dragon focuses on having more ways to get Cyber Dragon names on the field, as well as their new fusion spell, Cyber Rush Fusion, which allows you to combine monsters from the field and graveyard. Since I have all of the Cyber Dragon and Machine cards, I will receive Chimera Tech Overdragon and Cyber Dragon Raquette. The Harpie Lady cards focus on Contact Fusion, giving them a variety of new low-level fusion monsters to take advantage of. Alex will receive Harpie Lady 2 and 3, and Harpie Lady Sisters Triangle Beauty. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game, and this is an unedited version of the new Chimera Tech structure. So down here on the side we have all of the promos, but we're not having access to these, we're just showing what they are. But basically this is an unedited deck, and it can be potentially a little bit awkward. We have got some new cards, which are pretty cool. We do obviously have the face of the deck, Chimera Tech Overdragon, and the new most probably impactful card is going to be our Cyber Rush Fusion, which does act as a miracle fusion, but it does also blow up our board when we summon out a monster. So it's pretty cool, but it does have a bit of a drawback. The main issue I see with this build of the deck is we're only playing 2 Cyber Dragon names and only the 1 Zwei, which means we only have 3 Cyber Dragons in the graveyard. And we have a lot of effects that do want us to have Cyber Dragon in the graveyard. One included is our Cybernetic Overflow Trap card, which needs us to have 2 Cyber Dragons with different levels. So this is only ever going to be live if our 1 of Zwei is in the graveyard, as well as one of our 2 of Cyber Dragons. So it can get a little bit awkward. But this is basically going to do what it's always done. We try and get out a big guy, double its attack ideally with something like Power Bond, attack in, and just kill our opponent in 1 turn. So we're feeling okay about this because it's still Cyber Dragon, but I think the Harpie deck does look a little bit stronger, but we'll have to see how that goes in the game. But let's fire on in and see what Alex has got for us. So today we have the release of 2 brand new structure decks, those being the Chimera Tech Overdragon Cyber Dragon structure deck and the Harpie Lady Contact Fusion structure deck, which is pretty interesting. Obviously these are 2 kind of classic decks, one from GX, one from DM. They're both kind of fan favorites. I think a lot of people have really enjoyed Cyber Dragon in Rush, and a lot of people have enjoyed Harpie Ladies in Rush, and they've also both been in Duel Links, which is kind of cool. Looking at these decks, I personally think the Harpie list is probably more interesting and probably a little bit stronger. But until we actually play with the cards, it's always hard to actually like gauge that. I think the biggest takeaway is I have a Miracle Fusion type effect, which is okay, and you have Contact Fusion. So I guess it's going to be kind of Miracle versus Contact, and we'll have to see who comes out on top in that regard. The other like big thing I think is the Legend cards. My Legends like aren't bad, but your Legends are like really good, right? Riser,
got all the best ones.
Wing Blast, and Dark Hole. And I'm just like, I mean, Power Bond can be a game-ending card. I don't want to like undersell it. Jinzo can be a game-ending card, but you really want to kind of see those cards at the same time, because then it's like, all right, I'll turn off your back row, and then I'll use my Power Bond to actually try and kill you in 1 turn. But if you don't get them together, it's a lot of gambling a lot of the time, I feel. Yeah. So I'm not feeling like super confident going into this, but I'm going to give it my all. What do you think about your deck? Do you think your deck's pretty cool, pretty fun?
Yeah, it's definitely looking a lot better than current. Feels a bit underpowered now.
Yes.
Hopefully this new stuff will bring it up.
Yeah, I mean, the latest wave you got did make Harpies into a tier 1 deck for a bit, but it's since been a little bit power crept. So maybe these decks will throw our decks back into like top tier contention. Who knows? But let's fire on him and see how this goes. Let's do this.
Oh, I will go first.
Okay.
A whole bunch. path.
Okay, so they get the whole hand empty, which is, I guess, something beneficial for me. So I'll start by normal summoning my Cybercoatl. So if I have no other monsters in my field, I can excavate the top 3 cards of my deck, special summon an excavated level 5 machine-type monster face up to your field. Now, the only problem with this is because this is a unedited, pre-constructed deck, I'm not going to have, like, the maxed out all of the 5-drops. So this is not as likely to work, but we'll see what happens. None of those are 5-drops, so they're all going to the bottom, which is kind of sad, but not unexpected. Alright, I'm going to summon out my Cyber Dragon Zwei. I can activate its effect, and I can reveal Fusion in my hand. So what this does is his name becomes Cyber Dragon, and it gains 300 attack. Then I'm going to summon out my Proto Cyber Dragon. And we're going to go ahead and drop the Fusion. And this is going to let us... I mean, it has to be... It's got to be one of these. I think we're actually going to go for this. We're going to combine these together into Cyber Rush Dragon. So now we can activate Cyber Rush, which will let us draw 4 cards. Then we send 4 cards to the graveyard. And then I can special summon from my hand Mirror Innovator.
Oof.
We can go ahead and activate Innovator's effect, and I guess we will just put 1 card back. So I'll put back this Proto Cyber Dragon. Then we'll go to battle. How greedy do we feel with this Cybercoatl? I'm not feeling like super greedy, to be honest. I mean, that in itself could have blocked the attack. So we're going to attack with this to be super safe. Yeah, we ended up being the correct decision. We're getting for
Chose wisely.
a measly 500. We'll pass.
Okay, let's get up the new Harpie Senora.
Not Harpie Senora. Turn more cards of your deck to the turn you summon cards, then top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then Harpie Lady Sisters is among them, you can draw 1 card. So we got what? Riser and...
Pet Master, which is Harpie Lady in the grave, so I do get the draw.
That's cheating, that's not allowed.
Okay. Lady... Celia.
Okay.
Ruby over for the right.
Okay.
We'll make Triangle Beauty.
I don't like that you've just done this on turn 1. So continuous effect, this card's name becomes Harpie Lady Sisters, and it cannot be destroyed by spell, trap, effects. Face up level 12 monsters on your field cannot be used as material. Okay, that's an anti-super poly type effect. Just spoiler alert, I'm not going to try and super poly. Just a 3400 bungus that can't be popped by spells and traps, though, is going to be kind of yikes.
Oh, it's a... okay. Regina... Get out. Regina Splendid Armor.
During the main phase, you summon this card, change the battle position to 1 monster on your opponent's field. Ooh, that's very annoying. Okay, I was hoping I get to keep one of these. Oh, I guess my 500 attack guy just gets to chill.
Yeah.
He'll be live again. That's nice. Okie dokie, let's see what we draw here. Ooh, those are actually kind of good. I don't remember what your Legend Trap's requirement is. Is it just normal summon? Normal or special summons a monster or activates a spell card. Okay. Well, we'll start with Cybercoatl's effect. 1, 2, 3. A level 5!
Nice.
Behold my power. So I'll go ahead and activate Processor. I'll send this, and then I'll bring back Zwei from the graveyard. Normal summon Proto Cyber Dragon. I will then tribute my Proto Cyber Dragon. Summon out Cyber Assault Dragon. This play doesn't actually do what I need it to do anyway. I forgot that your guy can't be popped by card effects. Alright, we're just going to do this then. I will activate my Cyber Rush Fusion.
Here we go.
And we will just do the fun play, because it's the fun play. Now, there's no reason to keep anything on the board, because it's all going to be going to the graveyard either way. Saying that, maybe I don't use you. I will use you. We will use you. And we will use you. So I'll go ahead and shuffle all of this back, and summon out my Chimera Tech, and then my card will send everything else to the graveyard. Then I will go to battle, and I will attempt to attack over this. And then we'll just pass. Yep. Oh, I could have attacked again. Ah, right. This is learning pains. The bad thing is, I actually used to play Chimeratech Overdragon deck back in the past, so I really should remember that it can attack monsters more than once.
Okay, we'll just use this.
Well, that's not fair. I don't have one of them.
We'll summon out Bell.
Okay.
Bell gets us a Harpie Girl. We can get rid of this. Okay.
Okay.
Charming Dress.
Put 3 cards into the graveyard, then if you have a level 2 Winged Beast monster on your graveyard, you can make one face-up monster on your opponent's field lose attack. Well, that's not going to matter.
Tribute over the Bell.
Okay.
A third. Yeah, I'll put right back in.
Okay, we take a big chunk here. Alright, let's see if we can get something good here. Summoning out my ultimate Flag Beast Vultricorn. We'll activate its effect. And we'll go ahead and turn this off. So I will normal summon out my ultimate Flag Beast led Unicorn. So if I throw more light attribute machine monsters in my graveyard, I can change a face-up level 4 or lower monster on your field to defense position. And then I can special summon level 5. Okay. So I'll activate this effect. And I'll flip this down. And now I can summon out a 5 from my hand. So out comes the Cyber Dragon itself. We'll just normal summon it by tributing 2. We'll summon out the mighty Cyber Dragon Raquette, which is I can send the top card of my deck to the graveyard, and this turn, this card's name becomes Cyber Dragon, and then one monster in your field loses 500 attack. So we'll go ahead and use that.
Oof.
I'll gain, one of my monsters gains 500. It's basically the same thing, that's fine. Then we will go ahead and summon out the Cyber Griffin. We will go straight to the battle phase, and I can clear over just about everything here. And we just have to kind of hope that you don't draw well. So if I didn't fumble, I already would have had lethal, but we get punished for our mistakes and we learn from them, so it's fine.
Okay. Gina. Harpie Lady. Activate Regina. Then 3 is going to do anything from here.
Okay. I mean, this should just be lethal, right? Yeah. I mean, I can't be too bummed. Like, I would have won this game. Like, I had lethal damage, but I fumbled the Chimeratech turn really badly. But it's fine. We'll just hopefully make up for it in game 2. We'll hopefully make up for it in game 2. Alright, let's go first and see what we draw here. This is certainly a hand. I will normal summon Cyber Griffin. Then I will special summon Cyber Processor in defense mode. I will set this. I will set this. I think I will set over my Griffin, and then I'll pass.
Okay. I believe 3.
Okay.
Sure, you can't attack with processor.
Oh shit. What am I gonna do now?
Then we're gonna Regina.
Okay.
Activate her effect. Make Splendid Armor.
So during the turn you summon it, change the position of one monster in your opponent's field. Okay.
Cool.
Oh.
Ooh, it's a low level one.
You knew it had to be. You know the other 2 are tribute monsters, so.
Yeah. Have to get rid of that.
Can we take 11? Okay, this is a weird hand. I keep like seeing little potential fixes to my problem, but none of them like actually fix it. So the issue is I'm trying to play around Icarus attack. So if you've got Icarus attack, I need to do this in a very specific way. If you don't have Icarus attack, it doesn't really matter. I can do it however I want. Alright, I'm going to flip up Cyber Processor.
Okay.
I'm going to summon Proto Cyber Dragon. I'm just going to tribute out Jinzo.
Ooh.
Then I'm going to tribute over this to get this out. This is Cyber Search, who unfortunately I don't have any Cyber Dragons in the graveyard, because otherwise it would just fix all of my problems.
Yeah.
We will set 1, set 2, just go straight to battle, and we're just going to clear over these. Alright, we'll pass on that.
Harpie Senor.
Okay.
Get the draw. Give me set this. Tribute over the crap pigeon.
Okay.
Gina. Beauty.
Yep.
Whispering Fairy.
That's an interesting inclusion.
Yeah, I don't know why Whispering Fairy. One of the reprints for this. We'll tribute over it for sisters.
So I lose my whole board, and if I do...
Oh! I clicked the wrong button.
Well, that's not ideal. Do you know what the really sad thing is? I still don't think I could beat you even if you do that, like, straight up. Like, I genuinely don't think that makes much of a difference. Alright, I will summon Craft the Drone. We'll activate Craft the Drone effect. We'll send this to the grave and draw. Not fixed any of my issues. Alright, I will tribute 2 to summon out Cyber Stealth.
Ooh.
Then I can set this, activate Joint, which lets me put some cards back into my deck. I'll put these 2 back. And I can change this to defense mode. Set, battle, and then, like, this is my whopping play. And then
What's
it's
my board? Essel.
excellent. At least she's got her legs out.
Play Essel. Riser. Harpie Lady. Alien Spell Tactics, whatever this is.
Fusion cancel.
Middle sisters. Fake Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Make Feather Duster.
Comes Harpie Lady, then that's a card. Destroy Spell Trap. Okay. Hit my fusion.
Riser. Then Stealth.
Okay.
Go to battle.
So Jinzo is Gonzo.
Okay.
Okie dokie, let's see what we have. So we will start by normal summoning Proto Cyber Dragon. I will go ahead and tribute it to summon out Stealth. I'm now going to activate my Evolution Rush Burst, which will let me put some cards back into my deck and then pop a card on your field. So I'm going to put that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to get rid of this. Okay. Oh, that was the card I was playing around this entire time.
Didn't get to respond to that.
You can't respond to it because mine has to finish resolving.
Oh yeah.
Then I will summon out Gale Vinery. Activate his effect. Tails means I can reduce your attack and defense. We will set, go to battle, attempt to clear over, and then oh. What's this one? Place 1 card for your opponent's field on the bottom of the deck. That's pretty good.
Right on top, we'll put Stealth, because I don't know if I'm going to help get over it.
Then we'll swing for 12, and we'll pass.
Okay.
I'm so glad that ended up being an Icarus attack, because I had a play that would have been lethal on, like, turn 2 or whatever. And I was like, if that's Icarus, I will hard lose on the spot. So I'm very happy that was Icarus.
Do you not expect 5 power? Or normal HARPIE living? Coming out.
Okay.
Tribute of the HARPIE.
Thank God HARPIE is in the starter deck. This card came out in Duel Links and had literally nothing.
Mm-hmm. So exciting. Egotist. Normal. Full dress.
Okay. Well, I'm not dead.
Wait.
So. Oh my god, are these cards playable? Behold, the first Cyber Dragon of the game.
Nice.
Then we'll just do the fun play, right? What does your full dress do exactly? It's just piercing and attack boost, and that's it, right? Yeah, that's fine. So if my maths are correct, if I do this,
Oh my god.
and summon this,
Holy shit.
and then we go battle, and then I can swing over this, and then I could also swing over the other one.
GG.
Alright, we actually got the funny play. So this is what happens in game 3.
I meant to click HARPIE Lady Middle. I don't know why I decided to click Enter instead. It's a shame. I wasn't going second with this hand, but never mind.
No going second, not allowed. Ooh. See, I have a conflict going on, and that is I have a Boltracorn and a Cyber Dragon, and both of them want to be the only thing on my field. So I'm like, do I value turning your guy off, or do I value the Cyber Dragon getting on the board for free? I think we value turning your back row off. So I'm going to summon out Boltracorn. I'll activate the effect. And I'll turn, I don't know, this one off. Then I will summon Craft the Drone. We'll activate its effect. And I'm going to send this Kirin to the grave to draw a card. That's funny. So I'll activate one of my new cards, Cyber Variation. So if I have 10 or more cards in my deck, I can place a face-up light attribute machine monster from my deck from my field on the bottom of my deck. Draw 2 cards, but I can't special summon non-machine type monsters this turn.
Nice.
Like
the pot agreed.
I would like to get this effect off, but I don't think it's very likely. The main issue I have, I'll show you exactly what the issue I have is. So I can summon out Gale Venery. And I can summon out Cyber Serpent. Now, Cyber Serpent has a very specific requirement. One that I can't really fulfill right now. So I have a Sidra in hand, so I have to tribute over something. So either I commit to leaving a Serpent face up with 0 attack, or I just don't get the mill draw. So we're just going to not get our mill draw. We'll set a back row. We'll just go to battle. I probably should have used my coin flip effect. I really should have used my coin flip effect. But let's face it, I would have got tails anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. The issue I always have with Gale Venery, obviously, I forgot to click the button this time, so it's like kind of whatever. But I always will flip whichever one is less advantageous for me. Even though, neither of them should be bad, I will always get the worst of the two.
Okay. Normal out Regina.
Okay.
Got a Spellcaster and a Fairy on the field. We'll activate.
Well, there's Dark.
Oh, there goes the Dark Hole. Repeat over.
Okay.
I guess for that.
Not my coin flippy boy. Let me do crash. Okay. You have a lot of the old back row going on there.
Yep.
All right, let's start with an onslaught. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pop this. Okay, it was Elegant Egotist. Then I will summon out Cyber Serpent. We'll go ahead and activate Serpent Effect, which does give me a draw, which is nice. That is nice to have an extra draw. Alright, I'm gonna set and set. Then I'm gonna normal summon my Cyber Assault Dragon. Then I'm just gonna go to battle and attempt to attack over ladies. And that's... Oh, we got something. We got the slash.
Yeah, let's flash. We like having flash in the grave.
Okay.
Put it on top. No, send this.
Right, so do I attack with Cyber Serpent and take 1200 damage? I don't think that's the way, so we're just going to pass.
Activate Whispering Fairy.
Okay.
Spend Karma. Put your Cyber Dragons back in your deck.
Oh, that's so cringe, bro. There's so few Cyber Dragon names in the deck. And the deck needs them in rotation to do anything.
Yep.
Okay.
Normal out. Left.
Yeah.
Gina. And Frick Pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be willing to tribute. Okay. Can make Regina.
This one changes battle position.
And
And then, so you get to free pop my guy. Doesn't really change much. I think I will go ahead and use this here, just because I might need the space to actually place spell traps next turn.
this. Go to battle.
I was really hoping you were going to get out the big one, but you, you couldn't.
It has to be wind.
Oh, baby. He's back.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, I will summon Proto Cyber Dragon. So, I guess we're just doing this. We're going to flip over Fusion. And we are just going to make Old Reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Then, there's like no reason to do this play. I could summon out Nashta. I'm going to do this because I can. I'm going to activate Nashta's effect. I'm going to send Zwei. And then I'm going to bring back Cyber Dragon again. Bearing in mind, against Zwei can already just be Cyber Dragon. Then I'm going to just tribute both of these to get out Innovator. We can activate Innovator, I guess. I don't even know what I'm really looking for here. 1, 2, and I don't know, 3. We'll go to battle. We'll give you a little swing. And then we'll get in for just shy of lethal. Ooh, so I could have actually threatened lethal there. In my mind, I was like, there's no way this is all going to connect. Mind you, could I have threatened lethal? Could I physically have threatened lethal? I could have put... No, I don't think I could have. I think I literally couldn't. Okay.
Gina?
Okay.
Another Trick Pigeon.
Okay.
Or maybe the same Trick Pigeon. I can't, how many copies of it are in there? Splendid Armor. Has to be the win, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Repeat over.
Hmm. Yep.
Expertise Spark.
Hmm. Yep.
Gets me over the Mirror Innovator.
Okie dokie. What on
What?
earth do you have in the draw step? You got Sunset? Oh Christ, it's this one. Send one copy hand to the graveyard, special up to 3 Harpie ladies and or sisters face up to your field. Okay.
No. I'm on orange slice, so they're gonna have to go and do that.
Could you put them in attack mode, please? Like, we're friends, right? You should just do me the solid. That's actually so funny. I guess I'll play this the safest I possibly can. So I will start by activating my Machine Inspector.
Okay.
Unfortunately, what I wanted was not there. Well, I can actually put this, which is actually kind of perfect. And those don't matter.
Cool.
So I get the draw. And that draw is what I wanted, because now I can set this, then I can tribute to summon out Jinzo. Now you might notice that Jinzo does not have enough attack to kill you. But guess who does?
Yeah.
I was like,
GG.
I could just slap down the cannon soldier, but if you did have a trap card, you could just stop it. And I was like, okay, I just need a body off the top. And then obviously I managed to get a extra draw that happened to be a body. These were weird games. Obviously we both misplayed quite a bit, but that's to be expected. This is our like first time playing a lot of these new cards. My deck really feels like nothing does anything until all of a sudden you do everything, right? Like, I'm just looking at my hand and I'm like, okay, Fusion doesn't do anything, so I don't have a Cyber Dragon. I can't summon this one cheaper because I don't have a Cyber Dragon. This one special summons Cyber Dragon from the graveyard. I'm just looking at all these cards that just don't do anything because I didn't have a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard. I'm just like, what do I actually do? Your deck felt like it could do lots of things, but a lot of them were very low impact. So like, Splendid Armor came down, and then if you didn't have Splendid Slash in the graveyard, it was just like, oh, change something to defense. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind you changing like one of my guys to defense. That's kind of whatever, right? I feel like you had a lot of contact fusions that all did stuff, and it was more like a toolbox rather than like big game-ending pushes. Because even your big boss monster, like, it didn't have piercing on its own. It can't attack multiple times, so it's just kind of a big 3400 guy that's just hard to deal with. So obviously it's got a lot of protection built in.
What I had trouble with is a lot of my back row required Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sisters in the grave, and I keep shuffling them away to contact fuse.
So you had a similar problem to me.
What?
Yeah, I mean, because again, I have the Miracle Fusion, and at one point during, I think it was game 1, I was like, I have a card that can pop a card on your field, but it needs me to shuffle 5 monsters from my graveyard into the deck. And then if I want to summon out Chimera Tech with my Miracle Fusion card, I need to shuffle 5 monsters from my graveyard back into my deck. And I'm like, I don't have 10 monsters in my graveyard to fulfill both of these effect requirements. Like, I'm kind of in a weird spot. And then it's like, well, I don't want to shuffle back Cyber Dragon because I need it in the graveyard because lots of effects need me to have it. And then you shuffled my Cyber Dragons back in, and I was like, ah! But we got lucky and just drew into the Cyber Dragon anyway. I think I take back everything I said. Jinzo is really important. Just summoning him out and turning off back row is really, really good. Other than that, I think when we get to the point where we're playing with like 3 copies of all of these cards, and when we have just like more tools to do stuff, I think your deck will probably end up being one that has more potential to be meta relevant, because I think having a lot of toolbox options and having lots of different lines that you can make generally is going to be better than kind of the silly OTK deck. Because like, the kind of thing that my deck's trying to do is basically kill you in one turn, if it can. The issue with that is if you don't have exactly Heavy Storm, Giant Trune, Jinzo, etc., right? Some way to make it so your opponent's back row is irrelevant. We're seeing so much play of like Shady. We're seeing so many battle traps and just traps in general that can just shut down your opponent. So I feel like just trying to invest everything into one guy and slap in without the precautions of make it so my opponent physically can't stop me from OTKing them can be a bit awkward. I think it's going to be one of those things where if you are playing the Cyber Dragon and you do find those cards and you just say to your opponent, no, you're not interacting with me, I'm going to kill you and there's nothing you can do about it, or you won't find those cards and your opponent will interact you and stop you from doing it. So
yeah.
I'm not sure it's going to be particularly engaging gameplay, but thank you for the games, buddy, and GG.
GG.